Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today. What we're going to do is we're going to be going through the Benzinga Pro platform. So what you guys should see here is just our home page. If you guys select log in, you guys can go ahead and log in. You guys will notice that if you are already logged in that same upper right hand corner will be the ability to just launch the platform. So what you guys have here is just a blank workspace. We're not going to get going too far for another minute or so, just so anyone who can join us that is coming in a little late, will allow them to get settled in. So what you guys see here is just our blank workspace. You guys see these scrolling tickers at the bottom. Not sure if you guys do know this or not, but if you type in a ticker symbol up here, you will notice that ticker then does get added to the bottom, and we'll see that coming across here shortly. So you can kind of customize the bottom ticker feed by typing in the search results, and you'll see it populate at the bottom and start scrolling at the bottom. Some other things I'm just going to show you guys, as you guys see the Facebook right there now. I'm just going to turn off some of these settings and change some of the settings so that it makes it a little easier for you guys to see. So I'm just going to turn off the notifications so we can have a full screen. You guys will also see that we do have some other options here if you wanted to set up some category alerts to make sure you didn't miss any news. You could do so right here as well. You see these themes coming through. So anytime that you see a market moving exclusive, you're going to notice everything in the background is going to change red. So that is for the three categories of market moving exclusive, exclusive, and hot. So, all we've really done so far is just talk about these settings. And if you search something, it shows up in that bottom ticker. So I'm going to definitely leave, just going to do a basic run through of the Benzinga Pro platform, talk about each one of these features that you guys see right here in the middle. I'm going to talk about the news feed, the details, the calendars, the watch list, and the screener. So we're going to spend just a little bit of time on each one of those, and then hopefully add in some of the questions that you guys have, and that's going to be it. It's going to be a quick 15-minute, maybe 25-minute demo. I'm glad all you guys were able to join me. I really appreciate you guys trying out the Benzinga Pro platform. So here we go. What you guys should see on your screen are basically the features to the platform, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here to see if that might help you guys see it. So once again, all the features are right here in the middle, as well as along the left-hand side. Also, we can create these custom workspaces. So if we wanted to rename it, we would just push that pencil up at the top, type in filter news, and we have filtered news. We're going to do the filtered news. We will talk about the details. We're going to talk about the calendar, and so you could just customize your workspaces just like this if you guys wanted to. Really is up to you guys. So we're going to get started with the news feed. So what you guys see here is a scrolling real-time news feed. We have our timestamp. I'm on Eastern time. If you guys are on different time zones will appear. It all depends on what your setup is on your computer. So we have our timestamp, our ticker symbol, and then our headlines. The difference between a headline and a story, right here you're going to see a option headline. You're going to notice that is all that there is to that headline. Right here, we're going to see a headline with a little more to it. When you have a bold headline and then something trails off, that's letting you know that you can click on that headline and it's going to drop you down a story. What else you could do is you could double click, and that's going to pull the story right out. So two ways to make sure that you guys are seeing all that's on the platform is by clicking the headlines that show you that there's a little more to the story. So only a headline right here, more to a headline right here. Also, if you hover over a ticker bar, you're going to notice a few things. You're going to see the stock price and then the change today and the change since published. If you guys wanted to tweet this headline out, you could do so right here. If you wanted to share it with a friend, you could do so right here. Also, you guys might notice at the top of your screen is a search bar. So if you wanted to type in a keyword such as gainers, you're going to notice that your whole feed then gets filtered out by the keyword gainers. So anytime that there is gainers inside the story, such as right here, it's going to show you, it's going to filter out that news. So, you know, that's just a little bit with the keyword search. One thing that I do love with the keyword search as well is you can add to it. So if we wanted to see all Q2 information pertaining to Ford, we have a keyword as a ticker symbol for Ford. We also have a Q2. So now we're filtering out all information that was relevant to Q2 and Ford. So it's all going to be filtered out right here, nice, easy to read, easy to find information. So I just cleared out my search bar, and the next thing I'm going to talk about is the different sources that you see on the Benzinga Pro platform. So what you guys see here is the Benzinga signals and the Benzinga wire. The Benzinga signals you're going to see here is going to be an automated headline technology. The best way for me to explain this is the signals communicate with the exchanges and just read the tape. They read what is actually happening out there. So all of this stuff that's coming through these signals here, and we can see our source lined up right here on the right-hand side, is going to be all the stuff that has happened in the market today. So what is all coming through your signals? It's going to be some option activity. It's going to be block trades. It's going to be new 52-week highs for, I believe, the S&P 500. It's going to be spiking activity. Anytime a stock is halted or resumes, it's also going to be coming through your BZ signals. Currently, I believe that is all that will be coming through your signals. If you guys have other ideas or suggestions, let us know, and we will try and build that into these signals. So also, if you have any questions on the signals, feel free to drop them into the chat, and I will happily answer those. So after the signals, we're going to talk a little bit about the source Benzinga wire. So what the Benzinga wire is it's our actual news team, our newsroom that are creating these headlines. So they, you know, the 15 to 40 or so reporters, they're all hard at work, you know, putting together this news feed for you, manually typing out these headlines and these stories. So you'll notice that you will get some option activity coming through your wire as well. What that means is someone on our news desk must have felt that that information was important enough for them to manually type out this headline. So since the open interest was only 147 and someone just picked up 3,000 contracts, that is for the option expiring on Friday, that is a lot of movement compared to what there was. So that could be why one of the news desk analysts decided to type out that headline. They wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of this type of activity. So it's going to be covering all of your basic news. You know, they're going to make sure that they're removing a lot of the noise of the market and just giving you guys the news. So that is the difference between the BZ signals and the BZ wire. Partner links here you'll see will just be from some of our content partners. You can see some of them are coming from Dow Jones or Reuters, and you can pull some of those out and read the fuller length articles right here. So this one's from Seeking Alpha. They're one of our partners. So, you know, just depending on how much news flow you're looking for is kind of where you want to focus on by turning these on. We also do have real-time SEC filings and real-time press releases. So if that raw material from the SEC or from the company, these press releases, if that is of value to you guys and you guys like to sort through this information yourself, you know, we do have that on the platform. You just got to make sure you turn on the press releases and SEC filings. You know, this will be a fire hose of information, as you can see. You know, like there's going to be, you know, probably about 10 times more headlines and news coming through your SEC and press releases than just your BZ Wire and BZ Signal. So, once again, this is in real time. We're getting all this stuff from the SEC or from press releases in real time, so you guys can't find any of this information anywhere else as fast as you can get it here. It is in real time. So, you know, I talked to you guys a little bit about the sources on the news feed, the categories here. So you can see here, everything is off. So that, I'm just letting you guys know that when everything is off, that means you're getting it all. If you only traded rumors or you only traded options, you just have to go here, select options, and you will see that your entire feed is only filled up with option activity. So, you know, just depending on what your investment style is, your trading style, it just depends on what you're going to want to turn on here with your filters. Also, next is sectors. If you only traded technology stocks, you could turn on the technology stocks, or what you could do here is also with some of these categories, you could come over here if you wanted to make sure that your rumors were coming, or your options were coming through as blue. You'll see here that now it is a different look here. I have blue headlines coming through. That's going to be all my option activity, and all I had to do there was just click on that, and we grab this little ball over here and move it to whatever color we like. To get rid of that, we just have to hit that X, and we're back to the default. So now moving on to sectors, you know, if you guys only traded technology stocks or energy, you know, that could be a way where you could just turn on these different sectors, and you could really get pretty granular. If you only traded oil and gas or only cared about oil and gas, you could come here and go ahead and check that out. Just that simple, and you're going to remove everything else. So you're just seeing that sector. And then lastly, if you had a watch list and you only wanted to see news on companies that you cared about or that were in your portfolio, you could set up your watch list as so. And I'll get to how to set up a watch list. So pretty quickly, I went through all the features, I believe, on the news feed. If you guys have anything else you want me to go over, please drop them into the chat. So next, I made a details page right up here. Two ways to get to details. One would be right here. I could click on that details icon. The default to the details is going to be Apple. So if we wanted to change off Apple, say to Tesla, just do so with the keyword up there by typing in the security name or symbol. Also, if we wanted to get to the details of, say, Under Armour, all we'd have to do is go over here we see the ticker AA. We click the ticker AA, and we now have the deeper dive in Tesla. We'll see that this is where all of the current news on Tesla is going to be housed. So if there was anything that came out today, it would all be right under here. Also, you guys will notice that there's some key data points down here, or they're going to be over here to the right of the candle chart, and we're going to have the current ask and bid, previous close, the volume, and some other just key data points will be right here. Short interest, etc., will all be right here to the right-hand side. So we might as well go over to this details icon. So once again, the way to get to the details icon is either over here, or we can click it right here in the middle. What is all going to be in your details icon is going to be a deeper dive into that stock. Also, if you guys wanted to see what your favorite hedge fund was doing, or what they were currently holding, such as say Berkshire Hathaway, all we'd have to do is type in Berkshire. We see these little codes on the top: fund, symbol. If it says fund, that means we can take a look at Berkshire Hathaway's entire portfolio. We see exactly how many positions he has in each stock and the value of each of those positions. So if you wanted to do some quote unquote whale watching, you could do so by just typing in that fund right here. So 0.72, that's another big fund. If you guys wanted to see what their portfolio looked like, you would just have to type it in. You will see exactly where they're heavily weighted, where their positions are at, and the value. So kind of fun to look at what the big boys are invested in, and kind of how they manage their money. So if you're ever curious, you can take a look and see that, like where they're at. So speaking of Berkshire Hathaway, one example I'll give you guys. A while ago, Berkshire Hathaway ended up selling, I want to say $7 or $8 million of Wells Fargo shares, and it was pretty big news. And that may seem like a lot to you or I, maybe not to you as much, but it would be to me. But then you go ahead and take a look at their position in Wells Fargo, and you notice that they actually have $14 billion worth of shares. So a $7 million sell-off for Wells Fargo for Berkshire Hathaway really isn't even that much. So it could be an indicator to you guys though, and a place to start your research on Wells Fargo, and kind of see what they're doing, and why would someone like Berkshire Hathaway take some of their position away. So it is like I said, it's just another tool for you guys to do some research on. So basically, you can pull up the news, these 4 tabs right here. You could click on news. This is going to be where all the news is. If you wanted to select chart, you'll see that this is a little different chart than the one that we just the candle chart. For some reason, it doesn't seem to be loading here. We could try a different ticker. And see if that will load up for me. So it looks like we might have found a little bit of a bug with the charting tool. So we'll just keep moving. If you wanted to check out the financials, you could see the financial breakdown for Range Resources. If you wanted to look at it as an annual statement instead, you could do so as well. So overview will give you an overview kind of with a little bit of a candle chart, so you can kind of see the different trends. And the news is going to be where all your news is going to be housed. The chart is going to give you a little different charting view with some different indicators and fundamentals that you can play with, and then a financial tool. So that is pretty much the details icon. Next is going to be the calendars. So default to the calendar setting is going to be today's earnings, and we see that with today's date and the earnings. If we wanted to see all of next week's earnings, we would just click this date, single click on the start of the range and then select the double click for the end of the range, and we're going to see all of today or all of that week's earnings. If we wanted to right click, we could export this data to a CSV. If we wanted to see a few more data points, we could do so right here. So, you know, really just some different functions with the calendar. If we wanted to see, say, Ford, when their next confirmed earnings date is going to be 10/26. Say we wanted to jump from earnings to analyst ratings, we could see all the different analyst ratings out on Ford just by selecting analyst ratings. If we wanted to clear that search, just either hit backspace up here or reset filters. If you guys wanted to see a more of a macro calendar, this is going to be our global economic calendar. You're going to see, you know, anything that is important out there for you investors, when it is announcing, what it is, some actuals, some censuses, some priors, and then what this importance tab is this is what the Benzinga news desk is rating these events. So if 5 out of 5, they're saying that these 3 events are going to be the most important events that happen today. I apologize, these 4 are going to be the most important ones, so going to want to make sure to take a good look at. Also, you know, just also a wealth of information all right here. If you wanted to see any IPOs, you could do so right here as well. So that is a quick rundown of the calendar. Next, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the watch list. So what I did is I selected the watch list icon. I can do so right here, or I can click it right here. Since I already have a watch list, you guys will see it right here. If I did not have a watch list, what you guys would want to do is click this create new watch list. Go ahead and name it test demo. After we have it created, you will see that it will pop up right here. If we wanted to rename it, we could do so. We're going to just go ahead and leave the name. And then if I would just have to start typing in tickers. So you guys can see here, I have Ford, I have GM, I have Facebook, I have Twitter, and I see them all selected up here. I typed in each ticker, I hit enter one time. Notice guys, if I do hit spacebar, it does not grab that ticker. So I either have to click it with my mouse or I have to hit enter. After I have all the tickers that I want selected, I just have to hit enter one more time, and there they are all right here. If I wanted to export this data, I could do so. If I wanted to go to the Facebook details page, I could do so by right-clicking. Going to give me some more data points, some more information, all right here. If I wanted to remove Facebook from my watch list, I could do so just by doing that. If I wanted to set up some alerts, so say I want a sound alert for any time these tickers are talked about, all I would have to do is click this bell right up here. Select the type of alert that I would like, whether it is a real-time email, say I'm not around my platform all the time, but I want to make sure I don't miss any news that is relevant. I would just turn on the real-time emails. Also, we do a email summary each day. You would receive 2 emails. You would just have to turn this on. It comes out about 7 a.m. and about 5 p.m. Eastern time. You will get basically a digest of what has happened inside your watch list. So if there's any rumor conversation, any M&A conversation, that would all be right there. Say I wanted to delete this entire watch list, I could do so by just hitting the trash can next to the name. So, pretty much ran through everything. What else is, we have the Benzinga Pro audio squawk. So if you go ahead and click this icon on the left-hand side, you will notice it says you are now listening to Benzinga audio squawk. It is dead air though, so you guys might notice you're not hearing anything. Our audio squawk is going to be completely dead air unless he has something to say. Then he will come over his microphone and squawk it out. So I gave you guys a quick rundown. I am wrapping up this demo, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them into the chat. Also, if you guys have anything that you guys would like to talk about, feel free to reach out. I would happily give you guys a call or follow up so we could do a one-on-one. I am dropping my email into the chat right now. Also, VIP accounts. Those are two emails that, you guys can feel free to reach out to, and we're here to help out and make things as easy as possible for you. Last thing I did not talk about was the screener. So if you guys notice here, you click on the screener icon. We have some filters that we can set up. If we wanted to see all the gainers and losers, so I just want to see the gainers. So all the gainers in the last 15 minutes, in the last 30 minutes, or the past 24 hours. So if I just do in the last 15 minutes, I could see what is moving the most. I could say all sectors. I could select a market cap size if I wanted, and a price target if I wanted. I want it to refresh every 60 seconds. So it's refreshing every 60 seconds with the biggest gainers over the last 15 minutes, unlimited market cap, unlimited price, and then I'm just going to go ahead and hit applied filters, and we see that we have, TVIA, Tavara Holdings, is up 31% over the past 15 minutes. We could take a little look here at the chart and notice that it has been moving a lot. It is a micro cap. We could see what type of volume it's being traded at. Looks like 40, like some very large volume for a micro cap. So, what Benzinga Pro is trying to do is just give you some tools to help you make better and smarter investment decisions. We went through a lot of the features on the platform, so feel free to reach out to us. Let us know what we need to focus on improving, what you guys are having trouble with, and we're here to help. We're all really excited about what we got going on the platform, and we are very eager to make this a better platform for all day traders, swing traders, or investors. So once again, my name is Mike Marshall. I'm on the product and sales team over here. I really appreciate you guys joining me today and listening to what I had to say. So until next time, I will talk to you guys again soon.